Welcome to our Science 0W channel. Through today's video, I will get to know my sun very well, inshallah, so let's start. What is the identity of the sun? The sun is at the center of the solar system. All living things on Earth, even we humans, are alive with the benefit of this solar energy. It's not just the sun that keeps us alive. But it is impossible for animals to survive without the sun. It works like a cycle. We are illuminated by the light of the sun. Plants use that light to make food through photosynthesis. We live by eating food made by plants. Besides, the role of the sun in weather and climate control is immense. What is the needle made of? Answer: sun is made up of gas and plasma. Surya identity. The sun is at the center of the solar system. All living things on Earth, even we humans, are alive with the benefit of this solar energy. It's not just the sun that keeps us alive. But it is impossible for animals to survive without the sun. It works like a cycle. We are illuminated by the light of the sun. Plants use that light to make food through photosynthesis. We live by eating food made by plants. Besides, the role of the sun in weather and climate control is immense. Our ancestors also understood the importance of the sun. In ancient times, the sun was thought of as just a light. But with the advent of modern times, that idea has changed. We have learned to understand that the sun is just an ordinary star like the billions of stars in the universe. From ancient times, people learned to count days, months, years, and seasons, depending on the sun and moon. Many believed that the sun revolved around the earth. After the ancient Greek scholar Ptolemy published his geocentric model in 150 BC, society and civilization of the time took it for granted. Philosophers at that time could make up their own minded arguments, spin fancy stories. It took many years to break that misconception. Around 250 BC, the Greek scholar Aristarchus said that the sun is at the center of the solar system. Indian subcontinent and Muslim scientists advanced in epistemology in ancient times. In the 5th century BC, the Indian mathematician Aryabhata said that the earth rotates on its own axis. Many claim that he also proposed the heliocentric model. The sun is at the center of the earth. Arabian scientists worked extensively on astronomy in the Middle Ages. Scientists of that time also started working with heliocentric model. Nasir al-Din al-Tusi is notable among them. But it did not seem acceptable to others. Many in modern times claim that al-Tusi's heliocentric model influenced European astronomers. In 1543, Nicholas Copernicus described a heliocentric mathematical model of the solar system. Then in 1610, Galileo Galilei discovered the moon of Jupiter and confirmed that the Earth is not really at the center of the solar system. Because he could see through the telescope, Jupiter's moons revolved around their parent planet, not Earth. Thus he proved that the Earth is not the center of the solar system. However, the Sun is the largest object in the solar system. Uncle Sun occupies 99.8% of the total mass of the solar system. About 109 times the diameter of the Earth. About 10,30,000 planets equal to the Earth will fit easily in the Sun. The surface temperature of the Sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 5,500 degrees Celsius. But the temperature of the core or center of the Sun is more than 27 million degrees Fahrenheit or about 1.5 million degrees Celsius. Normally, a nuclear explosion can produce this much heat. According to NASA, 100 billion tons of dynamite detonation per second would be required to generate the same temperature as the center of the Sun, and about 330,000 Earths combined would equal the mass of the Sun. The Milky Way galaxy has more than 100 billion Sun-like stars. Our Sun orbits the Milky Way galaxy 25,000 light-years away. It takes the Sun 250 million years to orbit the Milky Way galaxy once. But the Sun is a relatively young star. It is part of the population 1 star generation. Stars with a high abundance of heavy elements belong to the population 1 star generation. That is, such stars have relatively more elements heavier than helium. The Sun is a medium-sized star. Its radius is about 4,35,000 miles or 7 lakh kilometers. There are billions of stars larger than this in our Milky Way galaxy. The mass of the Sun can be compared with that of the Earth. About 330,000 Earths combined would equal the mass of the Sun. The distance from the Earth to the Sun is not less. About 93 million miles or 15 million kilometers. The closest star to us after the Sun is the constellation Alpha Centauri. There are 3 stars in this system. Among them, the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri is 4.24 light-years away from Earth. The Sun-sized stars Alpha Centauri A and B orbit each other at a distance of 4.37 light-years. Let's know briefly how the Sun was born. The exact date of birth of Sun is not known. However, the oldest rocks and meteorites found on Earth are about 450 million years old. Apart from this, by calculating the age of other planets etc., scientists think that the Sun was born about a few target years ago. As such, it can be assumed that the entire solar system was created then. All in all, the age of the Sun is therefore estimated to be 460 million years. Most scientists believe that the Sun and the rest of the solar system formed from a swirling mass of gas known as the solar nebula. Dust begins to accumulate under the influence of gravity. Strong rotation, Ca.